Hi everyone, welcome back to Study Room. My name is Angel and today we'll study Class 9's poem that is No Men Are Foreign. Let's get started and let's know more about the poet. So this poem is written by James Kirkup, who was an English poet, translator and travel writer. He wrote over 45 books including autobiographies, novels and plays. So what's the theme of this poem? The central theme of the poem is about the oneness of mankind which supersedes the differences of color, race, nationality, and faith. The poet urges readers to drop their weapons and embrace peace. So basically, this poem talks about universal brotherhood of all mankind. So here the poet is trying to say that all the boundaries and differences are human made, are made by human. So here the poet urges to drop their weapons and welcome one another as part of wants to bring a peace and love in this world without any hate or discrimination. So let's start the poem. Okay, so remember, no men are strangers, no country is foreign. Beneath all uniforms, a single body breathes like ours. The land our brothers walk upon is earth like this, in which we all shall lie. They too, aware of the sun, air and water, are fed by peaceful harvests, by war's long winter starved. Their hands are ours, and in their lines we read a labor not different from our own. Okay, so here what the poet is trying to say is that number one, remember, no men are strange, no country is foreign. So this is how our poem starts with no men are strange and no country is foreign. Like this means that everyone is same. We all are humans. We all have same body, same eyes, same mouth, same air we breathe, same water we drink. So we all are same, and all the differences that are made are because of the humans itself. Like all the differences and boundaries are human made. Okay. Beneath all uniforms, a single body breathes like ours. The land our brothers walk upon is the earth like this in which we all shall lie. So here the poet is trying to say that first of all the uniform here symbolizes soldiers. Okay, so he's telling us that all the soldiers, um, look, every country has different uniforms of their soldiers, right? But under the beneath that uniform, everybody is same. Every human is same. So a single body breathes like ours. They breathe also like us. Here we're talking about our enemies. Like our enemies also breathe like us. The foreigners that we are telling, though different from us, that we suppose, but they're not. They are similar like us, and they breathe the same air like us. Okay. So the land our brothers walk upon is the earth like this. We all walk on earth, right? So in which we all shall lie, right? And it's the earth only in which we all shall lie, right? Now, they too, aware of the sun and air and water, are fed by peaceful harvests. Okay, so here poet is telling us that when there's sun, air, and water and food, so they are fed peacefully and harvest. So they're getting food and they're happy. Okay, everything is peaceful. But by war's long winter start. So here it's author is telling, but when there's long winters of war, everybody starves, right? So this is the difference between a normal day, a normal air, sun, water. When we're getting everything is peaceful, we're getting food. But when there's war, we don't get food. Everything everywhere is violence and bloodshed. Okay, so their hands are ours, and in their lines we read a labor not different from our own. So here the poet is telling us that their hands are similar to our hands, and In their lines, we read a labor not different from our own. So all the hard work here, labor represent hardships, hard work that we all do, is not different from any different from what we do. Everyone do hard work, everyone do hardships, right? So that's also similar. Now, remember that they have eyes like ours that wake or sleep and strength that can be won by love. In every land is common life that all can recognize and understand. Let us remember whenever we are told to hate our brothers, it is ourselves that we shall dispossess, betray, condemn. Remember, we who take arms against each other. Okay, so the poet is trying to say that here that remember they have eyes like ours. They also have the other foreigners we're talking about. They also have eyes like ours that wake or sleep. Okay, and the strength that can be won by love. Okay, so and we also have the same strength that can be won by love. Okay, in every land is common life that all can recognize and understand. So, in every country, there is common life which everyone lives that all can recognize and understand that's no different from ours. Let us remember whenever we are told to hate our brothers, here the brothers symbolize the enemies from our enemies from other countries. So let us remember when we are told to hate our enemies, so it is ourselves that we shall dispossess, betray, and condemn. So it is ourselves that we are depriving. Dispossess means depriving. Betray, you mean betray, that's dhokha, and condemn, right? So let us remember whenever we're told to hate our brothers, it is ourselves that we are dispossessing, depriving, betraying, and condemning. Okay. So remember, we who take arms against each other, it is the human earth that we defile. So the poet is saying that remember when we take our arms against each other, it's the human earth that we defile. Defile means pollute. Okay. Uh, so can you guys get the picture? What the poet is trying to portray? So here the poet is trying to tell us that the negative side of war, that it's very bad and it nobody gets benefit out of it, right? It only leads to bloodshed and starving days and loss of uh, your family and hurting the innocent people. So and it's just very bad. So poet is trying to portray that our hells of fire dust outrage the innocence of air that is everywhere our own. Remember, no man are foreign and no country strange. Okay. So again, the poet is trying to, give a message about the war that our hells of fire and dust outrage the innocence. He's talking about the war that all the fire, dust, and outrage that comes in war only affects the innocent people. So of air that is everywhere, our own also pollute the air that is everywhere and is same for everyone. It's our own. Remember, no man are foreign and no country strange. So here the poet ends the poem with the same line that he wrote in the first stanza, like how the poem started. Okay, so let's just do quick revision about it. Okay. The poet states that no men are strange and no country is foreign. Okay. Under the different uniforms soldiers wear, their bodies are the same human body. Right? The second and the third stanzas stress the similarities between the experiences and struggles of human beings. From the air we breathe to our eyes that sleep and wake, we are all human. Hate against other human beings is often hate against ourselves too. Our hate can destroy the world we live in and hurt the innocent people around us. Okay, now let's have a look on the key terms. Number one, dispossess means dislodge or deprive. Defile means make dirty or pollute. Outrage the innocence of means violate the purity of. Okay, so these are the questions that you guys have to do because now we have discussed the poem. So it's your duty to. Okay, so these are the questions that you guys have to do. Okay, so what's the first question? Beneath all uniforms, what uniforms do you think the poet is speaking about? We've discussed about uniforms, so try to answer it. Okay, how does the poet suggest that all people on earth are same? Okay. Question number two. In stanza one, find 5 ways in which we all are alike. Pick out the words. Okay. It's very simple, right? Number three. How many common features can you find in stanza 2? Pick out the words. That's also easy. So, next question. Whenever we are told to hate our brothers, when do you think such happens? Why? Who tells us? Should we do as we are told at such time? What does the poet say? That's also a very important question. Try to do that as well. Again, let's have a quick revision of what we have read till now. The poem stresses the oneness of mankind, which is stronger than superficial differences like color, race, religion, or nationality. The poet strongly condemns hate between humankind and warns of the dangers of hatred. The poem also carries a message about the similarities between humans in terms of their biology, experiences, joys, and struggles. Hate is said to destroy the world and ruin the innocence of the earth we live on. The poet begins and ends the poem with the message that neither men nor countries are foreign or strange, as well all belong to the human race. So, with this, our poem ends. I hope you all guys liked it. So keep studying, work hard. Till then, bye.